here in Vermont at Sugarbush Resort, and we're driving Porsches today in the snow and on the ice. First off, I'd like to talk about the positioning that you recommend for driving in the snow.
We typically want to get you a little closer than you might feel like for comfort. And the reason is you need to be able to move things very quickly. You need to be able to accurately and quickly make adjustments, both with your legs and with your hands. Also, try not to let the wheel slide in your hands. Try to physically steer it, if that makes sense.
So what are some of the biggest mistakes that you see people making when they're driving on snow and ice?
Well, I think one of the hardest things for driving, again, whether it's snow, ice in general, is when things start to happen and get a little exciting, people don't remember to look where they're trying to end up going. And they get their vision in the wrong place, and then all sorts of bad things can happen. So remembering to focus where you want to go is one of the hardest things in driving. Even in racing, it's very difficult for race drivers. We have to constantly think about that.
What causes understeering or oversteering when you're in the car?
Well, understeering can happen with too much braking, kind of locking the front tires, if you will. And then it can also happen, more commonly actually, with a little bit of gas, and that causes the front of the car to kind of raise up in the air a little bit, and that allows the front tires to start sliding. It sort of reduces their traction because you're trying to accelerate slightly. Now, oversteer is when the back of the car is beginning to slide. It's the beginning of a spin, as we would say. And in a car like this, Carrera S that we're in, which is a rear-wheel drive car, if you give it way too much gas, you're going to simply spin the back tires. And the back of the car starts to come around, and everybody can kind of relate to how that might be a problem. Another thing in a Porsche vehicle that's really kind of interesting is because the engine is in the back of the car, we have the weight primarily over the driving axle. And that helps with traction, believe it or not, on this softer conditions, snow, ice, those sorts of things.
So it's definitely possible to drive a sports car in the snow, on the snow and ice.
Absolutely.